Alrighty, hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here. Wanted to do a little vlog. I don't need that on. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. It kind of makes a difference, but it's not that big a deal. Wanted to do a little vlog talking about stand-up today. I did a show that was at 9 o'clock. I just got out. 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Not 9 p.m., 9 a.m. Just kind of odd. Strange, but totally fine. Just went to bed early last night, and then the traffic was rough, but I got here in time, and it wasn't that big a deal. They still loved it. I went on a little bit extra because they were liking it, and because I was late, so I went on a little bit extra. It was a 45-minute show, but I think I did more like 50 minutes. And they really liked it. They loved the impression pass-around sheet, which is where I have a list of impressions, and then also have a lyric sheet. It's like a song, which I need to update the song because it's kind of been an old song. The one that I have is like Adele's Hello. I'm trying to lock that. I think it is locked. But anyway, so they really liked that. They did like the bits. They did like the jokes. So I started out. I did 20 minutes, about 20 minutes, going around table to table. Not really table to table, but just talking to some of them, asking what they do, what the company is, because it was a corporate gig. I think there was like 35 people in there. No microphone, so I was just projecting. Thank God I had water, because 50 minutes of just projecting will kind of take up a lot of the throat. But they really liked it. I did probably about 15 minutes of actual jokes, and the rest of the time I did the impression sheet. So it was a very improv, very spontaneous show. And that's what I wanted to do. That's kind of the stuff that I enjoy doing for corporate events, is really kind of doing gigs for them. Doing like, it's not bits that are practiced necessarily. If they say something that reminds me of a joke and it flows organically into it, I go into the joke. If it doesn't, then we keep working with the crowd. Now, that's not what this video is about. This video is actually about the fact that the show that I did before last, not this show, but the one before it, just before it, was a pretty bad show for me. For other people, it was fine. I did okay, but I should have done better. For the fact that I've been doing stand-up for almost 13 years, I should have done way better. It was an actual comedy show. It was an actual stage, microphone, actual audience that wanted to see it. It's an actual show, but it didn't go over very well. And I don't know what that says about me as a comedian. I don't know where to take my career. I don't know where to go from here. I know that as far as the improv and as far as the spontaneous stuff and the crowd work and the impressions, people like that, but I don't know if there are some venues and some gigs that I should legitimately cut out of my schedule. I don't know. I try to take on too much, probably. I try to take on too many gigs that maybe not all of them are for me, but I try to basically accept any gig. Now, here's one thing that I have noticed, is that with my agent, all the gigs that I get with my agent go over really well. They go over pretty well, especially when it's like house parties, office parties, work or family get-togethers. They go over pretty well. When it's an actual comedy club, I don't know what it is. I just don't do it. Well, no, I take that back. If it's an Austin, Texas comedy club, it doesn't go over very well. I have done some in Houston and Dallas that have gone over pretty well, but the comedy venues are just not the thing that I seem to be really good at. And here's the problem with stand-up comedy is that it's a lot of... Let me turn this down. I was sweating, so it's actually chilly outside, but I actually had to turn the AC on in here because I was sweating. You can probably see a bead of it on the side of my forehead. But there's some... stand-up is... There are schools that you can go to for stand-up, but they're not... They're more for like how to write one-liners, a lot of them. And I don't like that. That's not my thing. I don't like one-liners. I don't like only improv or sketch comedy. There doesn't really seem to be that many schools or courses for doing the kind of comedy that I do. There's not like a corporate comedy workshop. There's not like a corporate comedy that I can find. There might be. If there is, you know, someone should let me know. But a lot of stand-up, and especially in my career, has been learning as I go. And it's really rough. It's really rough. Because there are some gigs that you do, and there's some gigs that I did, that after doing them, I think to myself, I need to quit comedy. And that happens on a regular basis. Anytime it's an actual comedy club that an actual venue with an actual stage that actually advertises the comedy, I always think to myself, I need to quit comedy. And it happens all the time. All the time. But when I get stuff that's like, I'm just hanging out with a group of coworkers or a family, anytime I do those, it goes over really, really well. And it's gigs like today that tell me I shouldn't quit comedy, but I need to redirect my career. There's not really a point to this video. It's just me talking. Went over really well. My beard is tickling, like right there. I don't know what it is as I talk. There are like hairs right there that just tickle the tops and sides of my mouth. Okay. My voice is a little hoarse because I did a lot of impressions. And again, I was projecting. So, that's pretty much it. I'm going to head out of here and get something to eat. Because I don't eat before a show. I had like a little energy bar. And I drank some water. But I don't really eat before a show. But afterwards, I eat. But anyway. Leave any comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. Ask any questions. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. And until next time, peace.